this project we'll be using 100% acrylic yarn. You can use any yarn of your choice, and I'll be doubling my yarn because my strands are thin, and you can use its recommended hook size. So I'll be using a 3.5mm crochet hook. So to start, you're going to make a slip knot, and you're going to make a measurement that is equal to you're going to make a chain that is equal to 14.5 inches for our foundation chain. You can add more inches to it if you think the length of the top is too short, or you can make it shorter if you think it's too long. So I've already made my slip knot, and I'm going to make my foundation chain, which is equal to 14.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll let you know how many chains I did. So go ahead and make yours. So I did a chain number of 64. So make sure your foundation chain is an even number, and without stretching the yarn, this is equal to 14.5 inches. I'm not stretching my yarn. So we are going to add an additional 2 for our turning chain. So I'm going to add an additional 2, 1, 2, and yarn over into the third chain from the hook. You're going to go in there with a half double crochet. So for a half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, and pull through all 3 loops. So go ahead and make half double crochets to get to the end of this row, and I'll show you what to do next. So I'm back, and then I'm done going all the way down with my half double crochet. So I'm going to chain up 2 to get to the second row, and I'm going to go into the first stitch with a half double crochet. And now you're going to go into the back loop with a half double crochet. So go ahead and go into the back loop with a half double crochet, and I'll meet you when you're left with the last stitch over here. So I'm back, and I'm left with the last stitch. For the last stitch, I'm not going to go into the back loop. I'm going to go into the whole stitch with my half double crochet. So for this project, at the beginning and the end of each stitch, you're not going to go into the back loop. You're going to go into the whole stitch. So you chain up 2 to continue, and then go on to the next row. So for the beginning of the row, no back loop, and then for the rest of the rows, you're going to go into the back loop. So go ahead and then go all the way down with your half double crochet and continue with that. So I'm on the 3rd row, so I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what to do one last time. So I'm at the end of row 3, and I'm going to finish up by going to the whole loop. So for row 4, repeat what you did for row 3. Go ahead and go all the way down and leave 2 stitches, and I'll meet you at the end of row 4 when you're left with 2 stitches. So I'm at the end of row 4, and I'm left with 2 stitches. So for this row, we are not going to complete our stitch. We're just going to chain up 2 and then start a new row, which is row 5, doing the same thing. So for now, every 2 rows we will be decreasing. So we'll be decreasing on our even number of rows. So for row 5, there will be no decrease, and after we go to row 5 and we are coming all the way down for row 6, we'll leave 2 stitches and then start a new row. I hope you get what I'm saying. So this is row 5, so I'll be going up, and then I'll meet you at the end of row 6 to show you what I mean. So this is the base of our top, and for this side we are not decreasing. So go ahead and then do this and finish your work, chain up 2 and go all the way down for row 6, and I'll meet you at the end of row 6. So I'm back, and I'm at the end of row 6, and I'm left with 2 stitches. So I'm going to start a new row, which is row 7. So this is what we are doing. So go ahead and then repeat this till you get your desired length. So this is our first half of our top. We are going to work on this half, then we cut off our yarn, and then we attach it over here, and then start decreasing immediately. So from here, when you get here, you decrease. So I'll demonstrate how to do that. So go ahead and decrease, and I'll let you know the number of rows I did for the first half of the top. I'm back, and I've done 21 rows, and I'm on the 22nd row. So at this point I'm going to stop increasing. So for this part of the top, you measure your bust, you divide it by 2, and after you get that measurement, you divide that measurement by 2, giving you the first half of your front side. So let's say we have 32 bust 32, we divided, we have 16, and divided 16 by 2, and then you have 8. So this side should be equal to 8 inches when stretched. So my yarn is not quite stretchy, so 7.5 when you stretch it is equal to 8 inches. So I'm going to stop decreasing, and for this part is we are going to just continue making our top without decreasing. This is for the back side. So you add as many rows as you want, depending on how open or close you want your back to be, because we'll be joining the back with a strap. So on my 22nd row, I'm going to finish up. Instead of ignoring the last 2 stitches, I'm going to go in there and crochet a little tight. So I'll stop decreasing. So I'll just be doing this till I'm satisfied with the number of rows I want for my back. So I'll be doing mine and I'll let you know how many rows I did. So go ahead and stop decreasing and then make more rows for your back area. So this is what we have so far. So I'm done with the first half of the top, and this is what it looks like. So this is the back side. So this is equal to 12 inches, and then when it's stretched, it's equal to almost 15 inches, about 4.5. So I'm going to leave it like this because when I wash it, it will become a little bigger. So I'll leave it like this, and you can add the number of rows you want depending on how you want your back skin to show. So I'm going to start with this side. So you attach your yarn at the top. So you grab your yarn, and set it in here. And make a half double crochet. I want to weave this in. Okay, I'll just use my darning needle. Supposed to make a half double crochet. So go ahead and make half double crochets to get to the end, leaving 2 stitches. We are going to decrease right away, just like what we did for this side. So I'll show you what to do here one more time. And I'll let you know the number of rows I did over here. I forgot to count to let you know. So I'm done going all the way down with my half double crochet, and I left 2 stitches at the end. So I did 38 rows for this side of the top in total. So for this side, you're going to be decreasing just like what we did here. So in order not to be confused, you can count the decrease sides like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then after that, you stop decreasing. So you count the same. You should have the same total number of decreases here. Then you add your additional rows. Then you have your top. So I'll let you know how my top turned out. I'll show you my final work when I'm done. So go ahead and do yours. So don't forget, we are working into the back loop. Turn your work. For the first row, for the first stitch, you're going to put all the loop. Then we start working in the back loop. So go ahead and finish your other half of your top. So I'm back and I'm done with my top, and this is what I have. So I removed 2 rows from this side. So from this end to this end, I have 15 rows, and from this end to this end, I have 15 rows. So we are going to be doing this for the other side. I already went ahead to do this side, so we'll be doing the same thing for this side. So I'll show you what to do. So after you are done, instead of chaining up 2, chain up 1, turn your work and insert a single crochet into the first stitch. Chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make your chain a little bit tight. Do make mine tight? 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to count the stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You skip 4 stitches, and into the 5th stitch you're going to go in there with a single crochet, and you make 4 single crochets. So there's the second one, there's the third one, and this is the 4th one. Then chain up 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th stitch you make a single crochet, and then you make a single crochet 3 more times, making a 4 single crochet. So you repeat this to the end. Chain up 4, skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the 5th stitch make a single crochet, go ahead and make 3 more single crochets. So go ahead and finish this till you get to the end. So I'm back and I'm at the end of the row. So I'm going to chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to go into the last stitch with a single crochet. I'm actually left with 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go in there with a single crochet, chain up 1, turn my work, and make a single crochet in the single crochet space. And make 3 single crochets into the chain 4 space. So 1, 2, 3, and you make single crochets into the single crochet space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then make 3 single crochets into the chain 4 space. Spread it out, and then make single crochets into the single crochet space. So go ahead and repeat this. So I'm going to finish mine off. 3 single crochets into the single crochet space. So I'm going to finish mine. So I'm done, and I chained 1 and cut off my yarn for the side also. So you choose your right side and you choose your wrong side. So yeah, this is my right side, so I'm going to let the right side wrong side face me. And I made, for the string, I chained 5, and into the 3rd chain I made a double crochet. So I did 3 double crochets all the way up, and this is what I have. So I'm going to set it. So go ahead and weave in your ends. So go ahead and crease corsets on the back. So you can make yours as long or as short as you want. I wanted mine to be short this time. So this is our top. This is the base. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to support me.